guys, Olaf here from LSE. Sorry for the shaky camera, I'm just using my cell phone here to give you guys a little update on these pressure switches on diaphragm pumps. Yeah, we have a toad. So this one burned up and melted, and so I said, okay, it's useless, so let me see what's actually failing inside. So hopefully the manufacturer takes a look at this down the road, because yes, I could be pushing too much amperage through this, but I doubt it. I think what happens is the switching intervals is what causes it. So, but here I took it apart, so be careful. I stabbed myself with it. I broke it here on the side open, and that allowed me to get the pins loose, which are fairly deep in, and to actually get to the inside. So the inside of the switch is fairly easy. It's only this white plastic push switch, and inside there I think is some sort of a piece of metal just to secure that push situation. So the screw here is the one which forces pressure against this part which has the spring inside, and so when you turn it around, all you see is that screw going into the center to reduce this from moving too fast. So on here you see down there is that little switch which is actually being pushed by this white plate, and so I broke this apart, and you can see what actually melted. So the melting was going on here inside where pretty much my thumbnail is. The part here on the right side is still functioning proper, but there you can see it. So sometimes it gets now stuck because it got applied to too much heat inside, so it doesn't switch anymore. So I think the design of this unit, by looking inside you see what actually melted, is this little contact plate here on the top is actually not connected. The one on the bottom side is what is connected to this pin, and then this pin here is to the top there. So as soon it trips up, it stops the electric flow. But I think because it got overheated, it was some sort of in a stage like this where the electric can jump, and it didn't fully, as you can see there's a little bit of a stop because it melted there, and that still allowed the electricity to jump from here to here, which caused at the end the failure. So I just wanted to show you guys so you have an idea what's actually inside of these pressure switches and how basic they are. They're very rigid. It would be nice if the manufacturer of these switches actually would make this part of the switch replaceable and would use actually the pins of some sort, so that we can actually replace these switches individually, because the rest of it is fine and it only sits in this housing. And so if it is on these pins, there's not really high pressure. The pressure is only here. So the holding pins here and here, as well as here and here, really don't have to hold this whole thing down, because you have the screws actually forcing the whole unit down. It does not control the switch here. So I think what they should do and redesign in this part is when it's in here and it's slid in with this plastic being so far out and 1/8 of an inch thick, it actually holds that switch in place, and the switch will not fall apart because it has material to push against here and no weak spot there because the bridge part is holding the plastic down with the force here. So I think they can make it a little bit more module based where this switch is easier to be replaced, which would reduce cost in the manufacturing process for this part and also would allow it to be easier maintained because these switches are the ones which fail the most. So here again is an up close. Sorry for the shaky camera, but there you can see it. Again, guys, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Stay safe out there.